Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Crystal Sky. How are you all doing today? And I hope you guys all enjoyed my video from yesterday where I did a book reading of Ingo by Helen DeMore. So now we're gonna continue with that reading. So let's begin. You'll break your neck on the rocks one of those nights, says Mom. But we all know he won't. Dad knows his way too well. This is how you get down to our cove. The track runs by our cottage. You follow it to the end, and then there's a path. We're broken. Sorry, guys, my voice is a little rusty. Where broken and bubbles and foxgloves grow up so high that you can't even find the way unless you know them. I used to pretend it was magic. You go down the path and suddenly you come out onto a grassy shelf above the cove. You might think you're nearly there, but you're not. Not at all. You have to scrabble over the lip of the cove. The rocks are slippery with wood. Sometimes you have to stretch yourself down for the next foothold. Sometimes you have to jump. Sometimes you fall. Connor and I have both got scars on our legs from falling on the rocks, down, and then you can squeeze between the two boulders that guard the way to the cove. It's damp and dank in the shadow of the boulders, and it smells of fish and wood. Connor and I find long-legged spider crabs there and lots of rope and fish skeletons and pieces of driftwood. After you pass through the boulders, there are more rocks to climb across, but you can see the beach now. You're nearly there. The beach, our beach, made of flat white sand, the best beach in the world. You jump down onto it, you're there, but the beach only exists at mid to low tide. At high tide, it disappears completely, and the whole cove is filled of the sea. But when the beach is there, you can swim, climb on the rocks, and dive, picnic, and sunbathe. Make a fire of driftwood and cook on it. Explore the rock pools, watch the gales screaming around their nests. Connor and I go there nearly every day in summer when the tide's right. Sometimes we explore the cove at the back of our beach. They're all dark and slimy, and they echo when you call, "Hello, Lolo, can you hear me? Hear me. The air is clammy and there's a sound of water dripping. You can't tell where it's coming from. You can wriggle your way down narrow passageways, but not too far in case you get stuck and the tide comes in and drowns you. Imagine being stuck in a slimy tunnel of rocks. Sorry guys, I'm feeling rusty today. Tunnel of rocks. Hold on guys, I lost where I was reading. Oh. Well, the cold sea curls around your toes and then your legs, and you know all the time what's going to happen, no matter how much you struggle. Keep a sharp lookout when you're in those coves, Dad always tells us. Don't forget the time. The tide comes in fast and you could get caught off. You have to watch the tide. When the water reaches a black rock that me and Connor call the time rock, it's time. It's time to go. Back over the sand, scramble over the stones, squeeze between the boulders, and then up the rocks. As fast as you can, no good thinking you can swim for safety. If you try to swim around the headland, you'd be caught by the rip and carried away. Dad keeps his boat on the other side of the rocks, where it's deep water. When the weather is bad and Mad the wave could smash the boat against the rocks, so Dad has a winch to heel the pig garden up above the tide line. Dad's always out in the piggy garden, fishing or checking the crab pots or else taking photographs. He takes photos and then changes the image on his computer and he writes. Sorry guys if you keep seeing notifications popping off. It's just something in my mom's work, guys. But anyway, as I was saying, Dad always... Hold on, guys. He takes photos and changes the image on his computer. He writes text on them. Then they get framed and he sells them to tourists. So when Dad says he is going down to the cove, there's no reason to worry. Dad would never break his neck on those rocks, and it will be done before long. I used to be scared when he was out in his boat and the weather turned bad, but he always came home safe. He knows every wrinkle of the coast. I know every pool of salt water and every creature in it. He says it doesn't sound like boating because it's the truth. Boasting because it's the truth. But tonight Mom's worried. Don't go, Matthew, she says. It's too late. Let's go to bed. Why don't you come with me, he answers. I can tell he really wants her to come. Why don't you leave those children for once and come with me? He says those children as if it's strangers. He's talking about not me and Connor as if I'm not even in the room. I hate it. I feel cold again and scared. How can I leave Sapphire in the middle of the night? Asked Mom. What's going to happen? We'll be alright, won't we, Sophie? She's going to be... What's going to happen? You'll be alright, won't you, Sophie? If me and Mom take a walk together down to the cove. Connor's only upstairs. I look at Mom, then back to Dad. Yes, I say in a voice that means no. Mom got to understand that it means no. She's too young, says Mom. It's alright, Sophie. Don't look so scared. I'm not leaving you. Dad flashes with anger. Are we never going to have a life of our own again? He asks fiercely. They're not babies anymore. Come down to the sea with me, Jenny. But Mom shakes her head. I feel guilty now as well as scared. I hate it when Dad's angry, and it's my fault this time. I'll go on my own then, says Dad. His face is hard. He turns away. Don't bother to wait up for me, Jenny. Matthew, says Mom. But the door swings wide and Dad's vanished into the night. The door bangs. Going up to bed now, Sophie, says Mom in a tired, quiet voice. I go up to bed. There are 2 bedrooms in our cottage. Mom and Dad sleep in one, and I sleep in the other. Connor has the best deal of all. There's a ladder up from my bedroom that goes into the loft where Connor sleeps. Dad made him a window in one end when Connor wants to be alone. He can pull up the ladder and no one can get to him. I get undressed, thinking sleepily about the bonfire and about Mom and Dad's argument. Then I put it all out of my mind. I roll into bed and snuggle down deep under the bed, and sleep comes over me like a tide. I don't know anything yet. I don't know that it's the night. I don't know this is the last night of me and Connor, Mom and Dad all safe together. I don't know that the 2 halves of my family are starting to rip apart while I sleep. But I dream about the mermaid of Zinir. I dream that I'm tracing the deep knife cut. Sorry guys that I'm struggling today. Cut that slash across her body. I'm trying to rub it out so that the mermaid will be whole and well again. I dream that she is opens her wooden eyes and smiles at me. Chapter 2, guys. We have reached chapter 2. Next morning, I wake up late to the smell of cooking. Dad's in the kitchen frying mushrooms in the big black pan. He's whistling softly through his teeth. Mom's banging knives into the drawers. He didn't come home until 8 this morning, Connor whispers to me. The atmosphere in the kitchen is thick with anger. Connor and I retreated into the living room with a bowl of cereal each. As we ate, they started to quarrel again. The voices grew louder. Are you crazy, Matthew? Taking a boat out at night alone when you have been drinking? I didn't take the boat out. Don't lie to me. I can smell the sea on you. Look at the wet on your clothes. It wasn't enough to risk your neck climbing down those rocks in the dark. You had to take the boat out too? I haven't slept a wink. Are you out of your mind? That's much crashed back. I don't know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm in no danger. Are you going to stay on land for the rest of your life, Jenny? If you would only come with me. His voice breaks off, his anger with Mom too, just as much as his anger with him. But why Dad knows Mom hates the sea. She never goes out in the boat, and for once I'm glad of it. It makes me shiver to think of them both away out there on the sea, on the dark water so far away that even if I called as loud as I could, they would never hear me. You know why I won't come, says Mom. I have got good reason to keep away from the sea. Her voice is full of meaning. We're so used to the idea that Mom hates the sea and I won't go near it. See, and won't go near it, that we don't ask why. But suddenly, I want to know more. Connor, why won't Mom ever go out in the piggy garden? I whisper. It's always been Dad who takes me and Connor out on the sea and Mom who stays at home. Connor shrugs, but suddenly I see in his face that he shows something I didn't. That he knows something I don't. Connor, we have got to tell me. Just because I'm the youngest, no one ever tells me anything. They don't exactly tell me either. But you do know something. I heard them talking one day, says Connor reassuringly. Mom was saying that she was going to cook a saddle of hare for Sunday dinner. Hare? Yuck! I'm not eating that. Yeah, that's exactly what Dad said. He said it was bad luck to eat a hare. So Mom said she didn't care. She wasn't superstitious, Dad said. She was the most superstitious person he would ever meet in his life. And Mom said only over one thing, Matthew and I have got a good reason to fear the sea. What did she mean? What good reason? I asked Dad later. I said they were talking so loud I couldn't help overhear. He was going to tell me, and then he did. He said a fortune teller had told Mom's fortune once, and after that she would never gone out on the sea again. It was years ago, but she never has, not once. What do you think the fortune teller said? Dad wouldn't tell me. It must have been something really bad, though. Maybe the fortune teller said that Mom would die by drowning. Don't be stupid, Soph. A fortune teller wouldn't ever say that to someone. You're going to drown. That will be 10 pounds, please. But she must have told Mom something terrible. Mom wouldn't stop going in boats for the rest of her life otherwise. So please, don't go on about it, or I wish I haven't told you. And don't let them know you know. Dad said not to tell you in case you got scared. Mom and Dad's voice rose again. Why do they have to argue so much? I hardly ever quarrel with Connor. I'm going in to make some toast, says Connor. That will stop them. I'll come with you. Dad and Mom and Dad are standing by the stove. They go quiet. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'm sorry that compared to my first video, my voice was super cracky today. I do apologize for that, but yeah, I hope you did enjoy this reading even though my voice was pretty cracky. The reason behind that is I actually just woke up a couple hours ago, so yeah, that's partially the reason why my voice is cracky, because usually guys, I wake up, I have some tea in the morning or some water in the morning or something to get my voice going, but I woke up and I'm like, I forgot to upload for you guys, so I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to do that. So if you guys want to know why my voice is cracky, it's just because I woke up, and I do apologize for that. I hope my voice is not going to be cracky in my next recording, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Love this video. Please hit that like button, please hit the subscribe button, and tell me if you want to hear me read anything else, because I'm kind of becoming to love the whole reading thing. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time.